appreciate it. It's good to see you guys. It's great to be here. So look, one of the reasons I love Iowa, and we have to keep the first in the nation caucus status intact, is this. There are no social media algorithms in the air between us, right? There's no TV screens. It's us here in the open, having a conversation. So I'm going to kick this off, and then I want to hear from you. What we got to do is close the gap between what people are saying in public and what people are willing to say in private. Close that gap. The only way we're going to do it is to speak openly. So let me tell you, speak the truth. That's right. We can handle the truth. That is who we are. Tell you a bit about myself. I'm seeing a lot of new faces today. My parents came to this country 40 years ago with literally no money. I've gone on to found multi-billion-dollar companies. I did it while marrying my lovely wife, Apurva, who's here today. A real doctor, that's right. I know the connotation you meant, but she is a real doctor. Our kids are somewhere on that Ferris wheel. And that's the American dream. I am genuinely worried that our two sons will not be able to live that same American dream unless we do something about it. We're in the middle of a national identity crisis. Faith, patriotism, hard work, family. These things have disappeared, only to be replaced by poison. You can debate what the poison is. Wokeism, gender ideology, climatism, COVIDism, depression, anxiety, fentanyl, suicide. It is not a coincidence that we see the rise of these same poisons at the same time. These are symptoms of a deeper void of identity and purpose and meaning. And I'm speaking to you as a member of my generation. I'm 38 years old. I am the youngest person ever to run for U.S. president in a major party. And I love seeing young people here. Here's the thing about us. I think it's true of all of us. We are hungry for a cause. We are starved for purpose and meaning and identity at a time when the things that used to fill that void, they've disappeared. So this is our moment, guys. And not just as conservatives, as Americans, to step up and fill that void with a vision of what it means to be an American today. What does it mean to be American? It means we believe in the ideals of the American Revolution. It means we believe in 1776. It means we believe in ideals like meritocracy and the pursuit of excellence. That you get ahead in this country, not on the color of your skin, but on the content of your character and your contributions. That is why we're done with affirmative action in America. It has been a cancer on our national soul. It means we believe in the rule of law. That people like my parents, people like Swallow, who has been coming to our events, there you are, Swallow, who came to this country legally as patriots through the front door, get to come to this country legally. But it also means that your first act of entering this country cannot break the law. That is why we will use the U.S. military to secure that southern border. That is what it means to stand for the rule of law. It means that the people who we elect to run the government ought to be the ones who actually run the government. Not the deep state managerial bureaucracy that runs the show today. So if I can't be your next president for more than 8 years, that's great. I don't want to do it for more than 8 years. That's a good thing. But neither should any of those federal bureaucrats reporting into me either. That is how you actually drain the swamp. Take those government agencies that should not exist. From the FBI to the IRS to the CDC to the ATF to the Department of Education. We will get in there and shut it down. That is how we revive the integrity of a constitutional republic. I'll tell you something about me, all right? You are not going to see me here bashing the other good people who are running in this race. These are our colleagues. I'm going to depend on each of them just as I depend on you to revive this country. But we do face a choice in this primary. The choice is this. Do you want incremental reform, or do you want revolution? I stand on the side of revolution. I stand on the side of the American Revolution, that we the people create a government that is accountable to us, not the other way around. That we the people require a government that tells us the truth about where COVID-19 came from, the truth about that Hunter Biden laptop, the truth about vaccine mandates, school closures, the truth about the Nashville shooter manifesto, the truth about what's happening in our country today. That is what this campaign is about. We stand for the truth. I speak that truth without apology. God is real. There are two genders. Fossil fuels are a requirement for human prosperity. Reverse racism is racism. An open border is not a border. Parents determine the education of their children. The nuclear family is the greatest form of governance known to mankind. Capitalism lifts us up from poverty. There are 3 branches of government, not 4. And the U.S. Constitution, it is the strongest guarantor of freedom in human history. That is the truth. We stand up for the truth. We fight for the truth. And I'll say this in closing before we open this up, all right, for questions. I grew up into a generation where we were taught to celebrate our diversity and our differences so much that we forgot all of the ways that we are all just the same as Americans, bound by a common set of ideals that set this country into motion in 1776. I believe it deep in my bones that those ideals still exist. I need your help to revive them. E pluribus unum. From many, one. That is the dream that won us the American Revolution. That is the dream that reunited us after the Civil War. That is the dream that won us 2 world wars and the Cold War. That is the dream that still gives hope to the free world today. And if we can revive that dream over group identity and victimhood and grievance, then nobody in the world, not a nation, not a corporation, not a virus is going to defeat us. That's what American exceptionalism is all about, and that is what we together will revive to save this great nation. God bless you. God bless your families. Thank you for that warm welcome. Let's